A very good morning, dear children. Today I'll be teaching you The Three Races written by Darren Edwards. I have divided the entire lesson into different segments. First of all, I will be discussing about the writer to you. After that, we shall go through the introduction, the important word meanings in the text. Then we will come to know about the different characters in the story. Then we will go for the short summary of the story, and then let's get back to what exactly is the message we learn from the story. So, Mr. Edward, he is very well known for his works which give us a strong message. These messages are something which we are expected to follow in our day-to-day life. So, we are going to read a story written by him, The Three Races, and we will realize at the end of the story that it gives us a message that we should imbibe in our day-to-day life. The Three Races is a fable written by Darren Edwards, and as the name suggests, the lesson is about a racing competition. This racing competition is held in the native town of a young boy who is very energetic and has a very strong competitive spirit. He is a determined fellow, yet there is a flaw in his character that he likes everyone should keep on praising him. And as we proceed with the story, we will come to know several things which will happen in this lesson, and then we'll come to know that what message we will get at the end of it. Now let us come to the important word meanings. Athletic, physically powerful and muscular. So generally, if we notice, all the sports person, because they do so much of exercises and physical work, so they have a masculine body and they are very powerful, and we call them athlete, or sometimes we refer as they have an athletic body. Challengers are referred as contestants, or we can say the competitors. Commenced means begin. Say for example, I ask you, when does the new session commence? So you will answer, it commenced from the 1st of April. Congregated means gathered. Whenever there is a gathering of people, we say congregated. Say for example, we congregated in the auditorium to watch the play performed by our seniors. Determination means fixed intention. Say for example, if you decide that you want to achieve something and you put in your efforts for that and have a strong willpower to do that, so we shall use the word determination for that. Ecstatic, filled with deep joy and happiness. Fable, short story conveying a moral. Generally, we read several types of stories: long stories, short stories, novels, etc. And fable particularly has an important feature that fables always give us some sort of a lesson. Next word is frail. Frail or fragile. It can also be referred as delicate or weak. Spectacle, an impressive or a beautiful sight. Say for example, you're standing on a shore and you see the sunrise in front of you, so you will say it was a beautiful spectacle standing on the shore and watching the sunrise. Quizzed, questioned. Native, existing in or belonging to one by nature. Say for example, I belong to Haryana, and I will say that my native language is Haryanvi. Sentiment refers to feeling or emotion. I hope I have been able to clear the word meanings related to the lesson. Now we will be proceeding to the characters in the story. So the first character is a young boy who is also the protagonist, or we can say the main character in the story, around whom the entire story revolves. The second character is a wise old man. The third character are the challengers or the competitors, the ones who would be running the race along with the young boy. Then we have a frail old gentleman and a blind lady. And then we have the crowd or audience that has gathered out there to watch the race that is going to take place in the native village of the young boy. So let's begin with the story now. So as you see in the picture, we can see that three contestants have gathered near the racing track and they are ready to run a race. The young boy is very energetic, he is very determined to win this particular competition, and he runs very fast and he wins the first position, and when he wins the first position, the crowd cheers him, and he likes to watch this cheering, and it makes him feel proud as well. There was also a wise old man who had specially come to that village in order to witness this particular race. The three competitors ran, and we see that the young boy becomes the winner out there, and the crowd starts cheering for him, and he feels very happy. And then he requests that another race should be run, and then he and they decide that the race would be run. But one strange thing happens, that the old wise man brings out two strange competitors for the boy to run with. The boy is quite puzzled. He doesn't understand that why he has been asked to run the race with a blind man or the frail gentleman or the blind lady. So what he does, he doesn't give it too much a thought and starts running on the track and wins the race. But then he notices that nobody is cheering for him. This surprises him. It puts down his morale, and he really has a question in his mind that why the crowd is not cheering for me. So he asks this question to the gentleman. The young boy again is said a few things by the wise man. The wise man says to him that you should run the race once again, and this time all of you should finish the race together. The boy decides to hold the hands of both his competitors and then run the race. This time the boy is not able to run at the very pace at which he was running earlier. He has to slow down because he has to walk at the same pace at which the blind lady as well as the old gentleman can walk with him. So finally they are able to reach the finish line, and everyone starts cheering for the boy. The boy feels very nice this time because again the crowd is cheering for him. But yet again he has a question in his mind, that is it cheering for me only, or what the crowd is actually cheering for, because there isn't exactly a single winner. So what happens? He is clarified by the wise man. The wise man tells him that this is the race which is the most important race he has ever run, because in this particular race it is not only his individual success that matters. It is not only he who has alone crossed the winning line, but he has helped two other people along with him to cross this line, and he has made two other people winners with him. So this is what is more important, and that is why the crowd is not only cheering for all the three people who have crossed the winning line, but particularly for the boy who again and again has won the race as well as made two other people winners with him. So this is all about the story. Now what is the message we get from the story? The message which we get from the story is, a real hero is one who helps others to accomplish something. See dear children, it is very important that we work hard to gain success. And it is a fact that when we work hard, we definitely achieve success. That indeed is an important thing. But to help someone else also to achieve their goals, to improve themselves, to do something better in their life, that actually counts on to a double success. So you become a hero once when not only you are able to achieve your individual goals, but you also help others to achieve their goals. I hope I have been successful in clarifying the entire text to you all, and the message of the story is quite clear to you all. Thanks for listening. God bless you all.